What is going on, peeps? Welcome to episode 5 of Talent from the Six. I am your urban franchise, and today we're joined from a talent from the Six who's actually from Brampton, who's like a multi-talented artist, singer, actress, model, video vixen. On top of all that, I follow her on Insta. I've seen her stories. She can actually cook. Most girls can't do that. She's the total package, peeps. Aneesa Badshaw, welcome to the show. Tell them a bit about yourself.
Okay, well, you pretty much listed all the things that I do. That's pretty much all I really do. And yeah, I do love cooking. I do hope to have my own cooking show one day. But I cook a lot of healthy food, actually. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about, are you vegan? Because I know it's just like, seems like mostly vegan dishes.
Yeah, I actually focus more on eating alkaline foods. I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
Familiar with Dr. Sebi?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pretty much follow Dr. Sebi's like alkaline diet for the most part. I try to. Right? So, yeah.
We all have to have our cheat days, right?
Yeah. I mean, my cheat day is like, okay, maybe I'll go eat some French fries.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, I try not to, like me, I haven't touched meat in like 2 years.
Yeah? How's that transition been? Was like, what made you make that decision?
That's so funny. A dancehall artist, Mr. Vegas, was actually telling me about this doctor. And, he was explaining about the things he eats and what diet he's on, right?
Yeah.
So he was obviously on an alkaline diet, and he was telling me about it. And, he told me, he's like, oh, go do your own research, And I'm like, okay, why not? It's only fair, right? So I ended up doing my research on Dr. Sebi. Oh, my God. I ended up studying it for hours and hours and hours. And then the next day, I literally started with a smoothie. I woke up, I made a smoothie, I dumped all the meat out of my fridge. But I was still eating like seafood at that time.
Yeah.
And then I actually got in contact with Mr. Sebi, like Dr. Sebi's last wife.
Yeah.
And yeah, she kind of guides me through the whole process. And, she was like, you can't eat fish either because it's still a living thing. Right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, like the day she told me to stop, I had never touched anything back.
All right on.
So since then, like, I've pretty much been plant-based completely. So, and plus, like, I was losing my hair. I had alopecia.
Oh.
So from stressing out, I guess.
Yeah.
The doctor said, like, oh, there's no cure or whatever. And honestly speaking, like when I fixed my diet and I was, like eating good and having sea moss every day, my hair has never grown so much. Like right now, I cut it.
Yeah.
Okay? It's short now, but my hair was so long.
Oh.
It got so long where I would just get annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like it's always in my way. Like
yeah,
I'm fighting my hair.
I can kind of relate to that, as you can tell.
Yeah, for real. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just cut this off. Like, It's gonna grow back in no time. And I cut it, and like, it's growing back already so quick.
Yeah.
So like, I'm really thankful for finding that whole diet.
I'm a strong believer of what you put into yourself is what makes yourself. Like, I recently quit. I'm like 11 months officially cigarette free, and I noticed like a lot of ache and pains I used to have when I smoked have like gone away, and I feel stronger. I have like unlimited stamina now. It's like, it's crazy. People my age don't get stronger, but here I am. It's happening just because I quit an expensive bad habit.
Yeah. Cigarettes, that gets expensive when you do the whole calculation. It's pretty expensive, and it's not good. You're paying to kill yourself.
Essentially, it's like $15 a day just to die.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb.
But it's addicting.
Yeah, that's what it is. It really is.
Super. Smoke some weed instead.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's 420 in the channel, so I wouldn't have that in the name otherwise.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
Yeah.
talking about your career, what started you out? How did your journey in the entertainment industry start? Like, what sparked your interest and what like really got it going?
What? Oh, huh. Wow. Okay, I started, you know what, like when I was like about, let's say like around 14, 15, I had signed with an agency, a modeling agency. And the thing is, my parents was too busy, right? So they couldn't even take me to audition. Like, I signed with the agent, but like I didn't end up doing anything at all, right?
Oh,
And I'm like, okay, like the day I start driving, I'll start doing modeling. At least I have a car and I can go wherever I want. I don't have to have someone to depend on,
yeah.
right? And I had my friend that started off as a photographer, and he had like a whole setup in his basement,
Hmm.
and he would be like, "Yo, come over." Like every week we would do this. Every week we'd do a shoot, and I would practice and practice and practice, right?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much how I got so good at like posing and knowing what angles are good and what looks best for me, right? It's just a lot of practicing, in my opinion. And then also, like me taking my own photos. I actually wanted to be a photographer at one point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know it's super random. Um, yeah, like I would have like a tripod. I would set everything up and edit my own photos. Like now, I'm amazing at editing and retouching.
Yeah.
Like I'm good with Photoshop. You know. What else? Um, oh, and you know what? There was a point I was working at Hooters. This is like where everything kind of started
Yeah.
too. When I was working at Hooters,
Hmm.
I would always look at the newspaper. On the back of the Toronto Sun, there's always like girls in the back.
Oh, the Sunshine Girls or the
One-time girl. So every day I would look in the newspaper when I'd be at work.
yeah.
And I'm always looking at the girls. I'm like, oh my God, there's no brown girls in the paper.
Yeah, they really did lack that in the 90s.
See what?
They really did lack diversity in the 90s.
Yeah, like they don't like now. Okay, they're becoming more open with it, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my God, like the day I turned like 18 or 19, I don't even remember the age. I was
Yeah.
like, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is go shoot.
Oh, right on.
And I did, and that definitely did give me good exposure too. Um, and where I really started off everything was, I started off doing background too. I did so many things. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point where, like, okay, my dad had died in 2014, right? And I was like in a situation where, like, like me and my mom, we didn't know what we were gonna do, how we were gonna pay bills and stuff, right? And I remember this agency would always reach out to me and be like, oh, like, you can come work on the show and do background, but they would only send the location and what to bring. They would never have like a number attached to it. So me, I would be like, yeah, sure, I'm coming, and I would never show up because I thought it was a scam.
Hmm.
And then the time where I really needed money, I messaged back that agent,
Yeah.
and I'm like, hey, like if you have any gigs, holla at me because I need to make money, and I actually showed up and it was legit.
Right on.
It was legit. I was so mad though. I was like, oh my God, this whole time it's legit and I've been sleeping.
Wow.
Like at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, but I really did I did come a far way from background, like doing extra work.
Yeah.
And just like not even that long after I got into the actors union, I ended up getting a role in a lesbian movie. I played as a stripper, like an exotic dancer.
Right on.
And that's how I got my first credit.
Yeah.
So now I'm an actor. So.
Nice. Congratulations.
yeah, from doing like extra and background work,
Yeah.
I ended up getting more into modeling, and I started doing more music videos. Really, like, oh my god, like it's so crazy. Like when I think about it, I'm like, damn, I've come such a far way. I would even sit there on Kijiji all day. I would apply for jobs.
So you're just like, you legit was grinding. You wanted that
Right.
opportunity. You went out and
Exactly.
you got it. Not a lot of. That's why you survived. That's why you're so successful now. Is because you put in that work, and that's a lot of people don't do that
So
anymore.
work. Oh my god, I put in so much work. But like Kijiji has also blessed me. I
Yep.
can't even lie. Like I also started my career off of Kijiji.
Right on.
You know, like I would apply, and honestly now I've done at least probably 200 music videos by now,
Oh wow.
or maybe more. Who knows? You know what? I wish I counted.
Yeah.
I really lost track. You know, but yeah, from doing my own photos to shooting with my friend that became a photographer, and then Kijiji, and you know, like I've done a lot.
You truly grown within the industry.
Yeah, so much. I learned so much. You know,
What is your
and that's me doing everything. You know, because I don't really have an agency right now. I
so,
haven't had an agency in like years.
yeah? So you're an
I do
independent
everything.
artist.
Yeah, I'm independent.
So having the experience working with agencies in the past and then now being independent, what do you think is the biggest difference? What's the one thing that sticks out first?
It's different. Well, first of all, I like to keep all my money. You know, I ain't trying to give a cut. But um it's just like in the past I was with an agent, and they would send me out to jobs and they wouldn't pay me. They would take my money.
Oh wow.
They would literally take my money and do drugs with it.
That is so messed
Seriously,
up.
that's what happened. Seriously, but you know, it kind of sucked because it's like some of the gigs were kind of good, but it was
Yeah.
like I had to look at everything for free,
Damn.
you know? And then I got to a point where I'm like, okay, you're not gonna pay me, so I might as well build a good relationship with everybody and your contacts and hire people myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, I also hire people, like hire models and stuff for videos. You know, that's also how I make my bread. You know, it's only fair. You're not
No.
gonna pay me. I'm gonna take your clients.
Well, you know what? It's just how the industry grows. Some people try to hold you back, and you just got to go out and do what you got to do to grow, right? And it's unfortunate. It's just like I've talked to a lot of people in the industry, and it's just like there's a lot of slime balls in this industry, and that's like one of the things that kept me back from it. That's why I just only did YouTube. I had no interest in the real industry because I just didn't want to deal with them.
No, this industry is crazy.
But fortunately, with the way how things have evolved with social media, Instagram, YouTube, everyone can create their own platform. So that's the way the industry has evolved. Those slime balls are fortunately getting pushed out of it. It's like you don't need the middleman anymore. You can get to that audience by yourself. You just put that content out there and they'll find it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Instagram has been such a great platform for me as well. You know, like I built so much, like I built such a great network on it and met so many people. You know, like I feel like oh man, having a computer or having a phone is just like you're rich.
Yeah. Oh man.
So much on the internet. There's so many ways of making money and building like a network.
Yeah.
You know,
It's amazing how the world has evolved. What was your first cell phone?
my first cell phone. Oh God, I don't even remember. I'm gonna guess and say maybe a Nokia. Maybe. I had so many phones when I was younger. I had a Razor, a Crazer, a BlackBerry, like you know, like those flip ones.
Yeah.
Ones just like turn.
Yeah, the flip ones, the two-way ones.
Yeah, there's so many different kinds. I don't even remember. Honestly, like cell phones really evolved.
Yeah, it's one of the things that is just like the last few generations has really seen like completely changed. And just like it's not even limited to technology. Like all the industries have evolved that way. Just everything's getting better.
Yeah,
What advice would you give
that's
to
true.
any young ladies trying to get into the industry? Like things they should do, things they should avoid, things they should look out for.
Hmm. Okay, I would definitely say study your shit. Like study, study, study. Like, it's good to know the business side of things so no one takes advantage of you. Like that's very, very important. Like I feel like that's probably like the most important thing.
Yeah,
Like for
knowledge is
me,
power.
yeah, knowledge is definitely power for sure. And a great way of like learning too, especially about this business, is like watch documentaries on other artists. You'll learn so much. You'll learn about like the people behind the scenes, right? Because you can't just look at looking at artists and just think that's it. You have to look at the people behind the scenes because they're doing all the work, right?
Yeah.
What else? Like aside from doing that, like to avoid, what should you avoid? I mean, you kind of know what to avoid. Avoid creeps, like.
Any red
You don't
flags you
have
can
to.
any red flags you can warn them about?
Hmm. Huh. Just trust your intuition. Honestly speaking, like that. You know what? That's a very good question. The things that you have to really look out for. I don't know. Yeah, trust your gut. Honestly speaking. And just learn as much as you can. And you don't have to like depend on someone to get where you're to get somewhere further. Like you don't have to do certain things. You can get there by yourself. Like it doesn't matter what other people say.
I
Like
actually
honestly, people have told me crazy stuff like, oh, to get to the top you would have to do this and do that. You don't have to, unless you wanted to take the easy way out, then you could go ahead. But I mean, it does feel much better to accomplish things in a way where like, you've done everything on your own. It just feels better at the end of the day.
yeah, it's always more gratifying when you put in the work and you accomplish that goal. I'm glad you're spreading that message because that's something that like a lot of people need to realize in this world is just believe in yourself. You don't need anyone to give you an opportunity. You have the faith in yourself, put in the work, and things will happen.
Yeah, exactly. And be open-minded.
What has been the biggest pleasant surprise for you in the industry? What's one thing you didn't expect, but it's just like, wow, oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Give me an example.
Like someone's like who never knew there was craft services and just like, oh wow, they actually feed us or something as simple as that, or like it could be anything.
Okay, fair. Like when I work on like production,
Yeah.
when I'm doing the background or I'm standing in, it's amazing because like they feed you.
Yeah.
You're right, craft. There's always craft on every set, every production. So it's nice that you could go to work and you're being fed. And they pretty much take care of you for being there all day.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love to just sit there, make money, and get fed.
Yeah.
Why not?
Nothing wrong with that.
I know it's so funny that you mentioned that, but like that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, why don't I just live on set?
Yeah.
I could better off here.
Yeah.
What? There's everything here.
What has been the best food item you've gotten on set, and what has been the worst?
Okay, well back then when I used to eat like any and everything,
Yeah.
probably like there would be like steak, shrimp, like lobster, like like seafood,
Yeah.
pastas, all types of salads, which is nice.
Right on.
Um, like I mean, damn, like now I'm eating grass. I'm vegan.
Sure.
I'm eating more healthier now. But like it's nice that they have all types of options. They always have options for vegan people, which is nice.
Is that,
you're not starving.
have you seen that? I guess you probably have seen it for how long you've been in the industry. There are accommodations of like vegan and other type of dietary habits.
Yeah.
How has it changed from when you first started till now?
What do you mean changed?
Like, how has it gotten better from like when you first got in the industry to now, where it's at? As far as the options, yeah, as like options for like accommodate, not even just that, just like accommodating for different people, like for religious reasons.
Well, you know what? It's always been the same. It's still the same, but now it's like they don't even have buffet style now because of COVID. You order everything on your phone, which is even better. You can go on your phone.
Yeah.
You can order what you want, and you just go and grab your bag.
Oh, right on.
Right. It's nice though. It's nice that you could have that option as well. I don't know.
What has been like the one project that once you did it, it's like to you, you're like, okay, I made it. This is the moment I made it. What was that moment for you?
That moment, I know it's a pretty like exciting but sad at the same time. This is when I first started off. When I first started off modeling, I had signed with this agency, and I did an audition for Drake's video. Okay, and I went to the audition. It was so weird though. For the audition, we were dancing, but the actual music video, we weren't at all.
Wow.
Okay, so I did the audition. I got the parts. I go on set. It's something totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's legit. Don't get me wrong. It was legit.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, it just sucked because, like, we all did our part. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if something had gotten leaked or they came up with a whole different idea. They ended up scrapping the video.
Oh, wow. Damn.
And then they scrapped the whole video. I was like, damn. Like, that would have been, like, such a great moment of like starting out being in Drake's video, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good now.
Yeah.
Nah, God was like, nah, you're not getting it this easy. You gonna put in the work.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And honestly, like whatever. After that, I was like, okay, whatever. It'll happen one day. I'll get to work with him or his team one day, and I did. I ended up working with Baka.
Yep.
I ended up being in one of his music videos, I think like months after.
Oh,
which was cool.
Yeah, right.
I know, it's so crazy. But yeah, that was definitely like a moment where I was like, oh yes, and then I'm like, oh my god, shoot me.
Oh wow.
I know.
So, what would be your dream collab?
Dream collab. That's a good one. Dream collab. In which genre?
In music. Oh, any genre.
Any genre? Oh, genre? Okay. Honestly, hip hop. Let's be real. Like Drake.
Yep.
He's huge.
What if I change it? It could be anyone even people who are dead.
Well, shit. Michael Jackson would have been sick. But hey, Nipsey Hussle. Shit, that would have been sick too.
Yeah, true.
He does have good music as well, and he spits real shit, like conscious type of music. Who else? The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd. Like The Weeknd is like one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wow. Dancehall artists? Because I do dancehall music right now.
Yep.
I would definitely say like Vibes Cartel or Spice.
Yeah?
Those are like my two like favorite dancehall artists.
Right on.
Yeah.
So if you could do your dream movie role, what would it be? What kind of movie role would be your dream movie role?
Like how I would like to play in a movie?
Yeah, like what type of character? Like example, for me, Superman would be my dream role.
What would be my dream role? Huh. I don't know. I like playing the bad gal. I don't know.
Yeah?
Maybe like a gangster chick. I like to play in a hood movie.
Yeah?
I feel like that would be my style.
Right on.
No, it sounds hilarious, right? I don't know. Honestly, I've played that type of role in so many videos where I'm like, okay, like I feel this role.
Yeah? Okay.
Playing that role.
It resonates with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right on.
I know, that's pretty funny. I don't know.
Do you have an alter ego? Like some artists say they have an alter ego when they perform. Do you have one?
An alter ego. You're asking really good questions.
Thank you, thank you.
No one has ever asked me these questions. That's why I'm like, I don't even know how to answer you.
I actually watched a bunch of your old interviews to try to think of new stuff.
Oh, are you serious?
You gotta research your interviewees.
Oh, look at you, prepared. Okay. Alter ego. Not really.
No?
I'm just myself. Yes.
Right on. I feel like you just take that energy and you just put it out there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right on.
I don't know.
What was your favorite cartoon as a kid?
My favorite cartoon. I love Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, the classic.
I know the classic stuff like Looney Tunes.
Do you remember Tiny Toons?
What is it?
Tiny Toons?
Tiny Toons.
Where it was like Bugs Bunny's nephew, and it was like all of their like sons or their like nieces and nephews.
Oh, I think so. Tiny Toons.
That was one of my favorites growing up. That was cool.
That's crazy. There's so many shows now. I don't even know what's out anymore.
So there's nothing that you're keeping up with on Flicks right now?
You know what? I barely watch TV.
Yeah?
I barely watch shows and movies. As of lately though, someone actually told me to watch a show called Good Girls.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's on Netflix. It's actually really good.
Right on.
Oh, you know what? And you know what show I've been watching too? Like on and off? Empire.
Yeah, I heard the both of those. My little brother watches both of those. He's like spoke highly of both.
Oh, good.
Yeah?
Yeah, Empire is amazing. I would definitely recommend watching Empire.
Right on.
It literally has everything in one. Like when it comes to like drama, music. There's so much music in it. And so many featuring artists. And like, you know, there's always different crazy scenarios in that show. Like it's just amazing. Like I feel like it's not really missing anything, to be honest.
Right on. So the total package. I'm gonna definitely have to check that out. You're like the 10th person to say speak of it highly like that.
Yeah. And this is coming from a person that like never watches TV. Like my TV is like getting covered in dust right now.
Oh wow. So the pandemic has changed everything in the world. When it happened a year ago, were you one of those people who became a COVID alkie?
A COVID who?
Alkie? Just drinking every day. Daily drinking and daytime drinking.
I mean, maybe from going out partying.
Yeah.
But like not really staying inside of the house. And in lockdown,
No,
honestly, I don't think I've ever partied so hard in my
no, hey.
life.
And it's been like more like a secret scene right now, right?
Yeah, when COVID first started, people were trashing parties. Like, don't get me wrong, people are still trashing parties.
Yeah.
But COVID started,
Mm,
people are trashing big, big parties, like mansion parties,
yeah.
farm parties, like, like in the middle of nowhere,
Mm,
where you would think that like there's nobody, there's a whole party going on. Like I was doing that.
wow.
I'm still doing that.
Yeah. So it's just like I had a few people invite me to a couple of those actually, but just like I live with like my parents, they're like old and retired, so I kind of avoid going outside just for their sake.
Okay, fair.
But when things go back to normal, what's the first thing you're gonna do that you haven't already been doing?
Yo, I've been doing everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing that honestly COVID hasn't stopped me to doing anything.
Really?
Maybe travel, but I
Yeah.
mean, people can still travel right now, but it's just like you have to do a COVID test before you travel,
Yeah.
right? For me, that's annoying, right? But I mean, aside from that,
Hmm.
I'm still living my best life. And you know, like I'm still going out wherever I feel.
Yeah.
And that's just because I know I'm healthy.
No, that's true.
Because think about this, right? When you're eating alkaline, it's impossible for you to get any sickness and diseases. Like, like how do I say this? Disease cannot survive in an alkaline body.
That's interesting.
It's crazy when you know that.
Yeah.
Everything else is a joke. You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely hear you.
Yeah, so me, I just focus on eating healthy every day.
Yeah.
I drink herbs like all day.
Hmm.
I'm always boiling something up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen your stories.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's important. It's very important to take care of your health, you know? And I really do take that serious. Especially now.
Yeah.
Now is the perfect time to be doing this because you don't know what's happening.
That's true.
You know?
So, like, you spoke about traveling. When things loosen up on the travel restriction, where was the place you want to go?
Where don't I want to go? Jamaica, Miami,
Yep.
LA, Guyana,
Yep.
yeah, for sure. Boy, I'm down to go anywhere.
Yeah. You just want to see the whole world.
I do want to see the whole world, but for now, I'd like to go to all those places.
Right on. Have you done a lot of traveling in the past?
Oh my god. You know, before COVID, I've been traveling for like 3 years straight.
Yeah?
Every other week I'd be gone. Like,
Oh, wow.
The longest I ever stayed in Canada after 3 years.
Really? Where have you been?
Jamaica, Miami.
Okay, everywhere. Okay. So there's reoccurring spots.
Yeah, those are like my top. Like, those are my favorite places to be.
Right on.
And it's also good for like what I do, right?
Yeah.
Amazing for the modeling and the music world and partying.
Oh yeah. Where would you say has the best night scene?
That's nice seeing Miami.
Really?
Miami or Jamaica?
Okay, which one is the most affordable night scene?
Probably Jamaica.
Yeah?
I would assume so, yeah.
Which
Yeah, for sure, because Miami,
Hmm.
like in the biggest clubs, like guys have to pay like $100 just to get in somewhere.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And then you have to pay like so much thousands just for like bottles.
Yeah.
What? It's crazy. So, I mean, definitely Jamaica though. Jamaica would definitely be like more affordable.
Yeah? Right on.
for sure. And they party hard. In Jamaica, it's like they have like an after party, and then they have an after party, and then they have like an after party.
Oh,
They
wow.
just keep going and going till like afternoon the next day. Like it's crazy.
All night long. Wow.
Oh, and the strip clubs, oh my
Yeah.
God, if you're a fan of going to a strip club, yo, you gotta go to Jamaica at the strip clubs.
Really?
Sick.
Wow. I never heard that from anyone.
Yeah. Because
There.
I've been to all of them.
Yeah?
I've been to like pretty much all the strip clubs in Miami
Hmm.
and in Jamaica. And you know, Miami's known for strip clubs, but damn, I say Jamaica's wild. The girls are wild.
Wow.
Definitely entertaining though, I'll tell you that.
Right on.
Yeah.
As a woman, what's the best aspect of the strip club for you? I know most men are going to say the lap dances, but what is the best part for a woman at a strip club?
The best part. Damn, I don't know. I love to watch girls just get wild. Like it's just fun. you
Just
know?
enjoying the vibe, getting in the moment.
I'm enjoying the vibe.
Yep.
Nice.
Right on. Now, we're talking about clubbing. Here's an interesting question for a lot of my audience is going to want to know this. Guys feel they need to get a bottle to talk to a girl like you. Do they need a bottle, or does a guy just walking around with a beer in his hand have a chance?
No, you don't have to have a bottle.
No? Personality
No.
stands out. I've always said that.
Yeah. I would definitely say personally has to stand out because now it's like I barely drink, so what's the point of you having a bottle? What is that doing for me?
Right on.
You know, when you look at it in that way, it's like I don't care. Like for me, it's like money is not everything.
Yeah. Sometimes just I take it you like to enjoy moments. You don't watch a lot of TV. Like you like to experience and live life. And that's like I feel that's the best way to live. You only get one life, enjoy it. Take every experience, live every moment, make it as good as it would your last one could be, you know?
Yeah, it's true. I love to just live in the moment. Because honestly, your life could switch around within seconds. You don't know what could happen next.
Yeah. You gotta enjoy what you got while you can, right?
True.
So, talking about night scenes, where in Toronto would you say has the best night scene in Toronto? What's the best club in Toronto? I'm an old guy. I want to know. I'm definitely going to get back into the scene at least once in a while when we go back to normal.
In Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a good question. I don't know.
The last place I went to was Rebel.
Okay, well, yeah, like Rebel's, like obviously Rebel's good. It's
Yeah.
big. It's nice when
Yeah.
like they have artists coming down in there and they have a party.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm trying to have some fun and actually dance and like just be free,
Hmm.
I know it sounds crazy, but I go to this. It's like they have club nights and it's also like a banquet hall. It's
Mhm.
called The View. It's like located in Rexdale.
The View. That sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, like they have all types of parties usually.
Yeah?
When COVID's not around,
Mhm.
usually they would have like parties like it wouldn't even be like every week. It would be like every so often they would have events.
Okay.
Like, when they have events, it's like lineups again.
Wow.
Like it's crazy.
It's like how Redemption used to be.
What is that called?
Redemption.
Oh, Redemption. Okay, yeah, wow. Shit, I haven't heard that name in so long. That doesn't exist anymore, right?
No, I don't think it does. I think there's like a oldie place doing something like it, but not like how the events used to be.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, like, yeah. But yeah, like when they have parties, it's so sick. That's guaranteed, like a good night.
Yeah? Okay, right on. Peeps, to look out for it. What is your go-to restaurant in Toronto?
Go-to restaurant in Toronto? That's a good question. Like like I'm always cooking now.
Yeah.
um, huh. You know what's a really good restaurant? Have you heard of Chop?
Chop.
Chop. It's like a steakhouse and bar. Chop is really good. I've
Yeah?
honestly had like everything off of their menu. I've tried like everything on their menu.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Yeah.
I know they have a location for sure in Mississauga. I know they have other locations. I just don't even remember. But I'm always going to the one in Mississauga.
Right on.
Food. Like everything they have is pretty much amazing.
Okay, right on. I'll have to check them out for my food review series. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of this thing. Thank you so much again for joining us today, Aneesa. Is there anything you want to say to any of your fans that are going to see this?
Well, everyone just keep on studying, you know, keep your head on your shoulders, and just do your own thing. Like, stay in a positive environment. Nobody needs negative energy around. Burn your sage. I don't know my sages. I'm always burning sage.
Right on.
So I would say stay positive.
Where can they find you on social media?
On social media, you can find me on Instagram at Aneesa Badshaw, and on Twitter and Snapchat.
I'll be sure to put all the links to them down below in the description, peeps. Now, for the outro, I get everyone to join me to say, like, my outro line. You want to join me in saying it?
Sure.
Okay, so it's like, I'll count us down. We say, stay good, peeps, and keep it blitz.
What?
Stay good, peeps. Don't worry, it takes everyone a bunch of tries. Stay good, peeps, and keep it blitz.
Stay good, peeps. And what?
Keep it blitz.
And keep it blitz. Okay.
Ready?
I clearly smoked too much weed.
That's what blitz means. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Stay good, peeps. Keep it blitz.
Yeah. You want me to say it at the same time?
Yeah, you want to try again, or?
Okay, let's try again. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Are you gonna fix this part?
No, everyone takes a couple tries. It's all right.
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Stay good, peeps,
Good, peeps.
and keep it blitz.
Okay, so you put like a space in there.
Yeah.
And it blitz.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Let's go. One last time. I'll let you enjoy your night after. Stay good, peeps, and keep it blitz. Awesome. Thank you so much again for joining us. Have yourself an amazing night, Aneesa. Be sure to go and check her out. She's a very talented lady. Keep your eye out for her. If you haven't seen her, you're going to see her all over the world. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 5 of Talent from the 6 with the very lovely and talented Aneesa Badshaw. Well, I know you guys enjoyed it. It was an awesome interview. And you know what? Me and Aneesa talked after the episode, and we both decided that when she has the free time, she's going to let me know, and we're going to collab again. And we're going to have a few topic episodes on various topics, talking about a lot of things and entertaining you guys. And we may have her in a few skits. She might join Big Belly Stew's gang. Stay tuned for that. We're on hiatus. I was hoping to wait until we can get into the studio to continue the series. But for now, peeps, just stay tight. We might have a few next one. Our next interview for episode 6 will be a very talented Toronto actor named Fadi Zabalak. Stay tuned for that. I'm very sorry if I mispronounced your name, Fadi. Stay tuned for that. We have various other talents. If I got to do it on Zoom, I'll have to do it on Zoom. But, you know, the weather's getting nicer. I got a nice backyard. I might have a few barbecues with interviews or have some, like, cool limes, people. Stay tuned for that. Now, you know how we always end this, peeps? Be sure to follow me on everything. TBX420 Club. Starting off with the channel you're watching this video on. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Whatever you feel I deserve. Go in the comments and be heard. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can make the changes. Keep you guys happy. Notification bells, all that good stuff. Be sure to check out the official TBX420 Club merch store. You can see it down there beneath the videos. And if you're on your computer, you see that join button? Yeah, go hit that bad boy. So that way, you can get some exclusive content that no one else gets to see for as little as $1.99 a month. Be sure to follow the official Instagram, TBX420 Club, the official TikTok, the official Twitter, also TBX420 Club, one word. Follow the official Snapchat, TBX420. Be sure to go out and follow the official podcast with my more mature content. Little kids, I'm sorry, I love all y'all that watching, but no, you cannot listen to the podcast. This is for mommy and daddy. This is for the adults. That's for cool Uncle J and cool Aunt B. It's for them, not for you. Video games, TBX420 on PSN, Tony420 and Xbox Live. Stay good, peeps, and keep it blitz.